Whoa, the last 24 hours have been an absolute tidal wave in the tech world. We're talking a trillion-dollar merger that wants to put AI in space, a security breach where the bots themselves are leaking secrets, and a brand new gaming console that just smashed a legendary record. Let's try and make some sense of all this chaos.
This question, it sounds like the beginning of some epic sci-fi movie, but as of yesterday, it is the very real question behind the biggest tech deal in history. And the answer? Well, the answer is a number so huge it honestly feels made up.
$1.25 trillion. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the insane valuation of a brand new company, all born from a merger that's about to shake up not just one industry, but two.
And who's at the center of it all? Of course, it's Elon Musk. He just smashed together two of his biggest projects, the rocket company, SpaceX, and his AI startup, XAI. That's it, you're seeing it right. The world's top private space company basically just swallowed an AI firm whole, creating the most valuable private company on the entire planet. So you gotta ask, why? Well, the logic is kinda simple and kinda terrifying. Musk thinks AI is about to run out of physical space on Earth, and he's looking up to the stars for the answer.
So this brings us to a concept that is, it's straight out of science fiction: space-based AI data centers. The plan is to literally launch the brains of AI into orbit to get around Earth's limits on land and power. It is an absolutely incredible vision, but analysts are already scratching their heads, wondering if this is the most brilliant idea ever or just flat out impossible.
This whole merger really highlights the crazy reality of AI right now. For every giant leap forward we see, there is this huge wave of scrutiny and investigation right behind it. It really is a tale of two AIs.
So on one side, the progress is just mind-blowing. You've got OpenAI and Apple completely changing the game for coders with new AI tools, and Google just signed a massive 5-year AI deal. But then, on the flip side, the danger is just as real. Regulators are now investigating Musk's X platform and its AI Grok over the spread of deepfakes. And then there's the security nightmare.
Oh, you've got to hear this. So there's this experimental AI-only social network called Moltbook, and it just had a complete and total meltdown. We are talking 1.5 million API keys. Those are basically the digital keys to the whole building, just leaked. This is not just another data breach, people. This is like a 5-alarm fire for AI security. It really proves that some of our biggest vulnerabilities are the ones we haven't even thought of yet.
So, with all this AI chaos, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it's sending some serious shockwave through the markets. The reaction has been a wild roller coaster, with some huge winners and some pretty spectacular losers. Okay, first, the wins. Give a warm welcome to Walmart, which has officially joined the super exclusive $1 trillion club. And let's be clear, this isn't just about selling socks and groceries anymore. This huge surge was powered directly by their big bets on e-commerce and AI. But for every big triumph, there's a big tumble. PayPal stock took a nosedive, plunging over 15%. Why? Weak earnings and a surprise CEO change just completely spooked investors. But on the flip side, you have Intel surging over 4% after announcing it's jumping into the AI chip fight with both feet, rolling out new gear to take on the current champs. Okay, but it wasn't all about corporate AI and stocks. Over in the world of consumer tech, a totally different kind of history was being made. A new king has just been crowned in the gaming universe. 17.4 million. That is how many Nintendo Switch 2 consoles have already been sold. All that talk about chip shortages and supply chain problems, fifth, Nintendo is just absolutely crushing it. This is officially their fastest-selling console ever.
And here's what makes that number so incredible. The Switch 2 has now sold more units than the legendary Nintendo DS. Think about that. It has officially taken the crown as Nintendo's best-selling platform in history. Just a monumental achievement.
But none of this stuff happens in a bubble. It's all playing out on this massive global stage where we're seeing a high-stakes tech tug-of-war, with nations literally drawing digital borders and being forced to pick a side.
Let's take a quick look at the scorecard. Over in India, the vibe is amazing thanks to a new trade deal with the US that's boosting all their tech activity. Meanwhile, in France, they are all in on digital sovereignty. Basically, they're kicking out US platforms like Zoom and Teams to use their own stuff. And then there's China, with a funny reminder that rules can come from anywhere. They've banned retractable car door handles for safety, a move that's going to send ripples through the entire auto industry. All right, so after all that, what does this fire hose of news actually mean for you? Here are 4 things to keep in mind. First, that SpaceX AI merger could literally reshape the internet, so keep an eye on it. Second, get ready for much stricter AI rules on privacy and content. Third, AI-specific security hacks are the new big threat, so be aware. And fourth, that battle for computer chips, yeah, it's not ending anytime soon, thanks to all this demand from AI and gaming.
It really leaves us with one huge question to chew on. We are watching technology accelerate at this incredible breakneck speed, from space down to our own living rooms. But with everything moving this fast, both the good and the bad, it really makes you wonder, who's actually in control here? For more on all these stories and more, visit newsbite.tech for more tech news and bites.